Oh,
Let's go!
down to the king there, Dark Side Phil.
What the hell? I thought this was the Lol Cow podcast. I'm on the wrong show.
Oh no!
Live during my streams. This guy. This is the Javoom Pixu 64. It is a fully customizable, fully programmable 64 by 64 pixel digital frame. As you can see, it's pretty darn cool. Now, when it arrived, I was very frustrated with it. And the reason I was frustrated with it was because I didn't understand what it was or how it worked, okay? I was under the impression that this was the kind of device that you could program in to have, say, text running across it or stuff like that. And I'm not saying that it can't do that, but that's actually not where it shines or what it's really intended to be used for. This digital frame is meant to do what you're seeing here, essentially be a slideshow of interesting stuff that you can play in the background when you're doing a podcast, when you're doing a show. That's really what it's meant to be. You can even have it have different like things saying on it, like check out the show on blah blah blah, and then all kinds of stuff. But essentially, I thought that what it was supposed to be was like you could set it up almost like a PowerPoint, right? Like you could have text going here and there and everywhere. And that's really not the case. I tried doing it. I was so frustrated yesterday. The way it works is you plug it in via USB adapter, and then basically you sync it wirelessly with an app on your phone, and you use that app to control it, and you can do all kinds of things with it. In fact, really where this frame shines is not doing what it's doing right now, which is basically playing pictures of me and logos of my show, but it actually shines because there are thousands of artists and creators across the globe who create content for it and upload it to the server, and you can just download it and put it on your frame. So for example, coming up with Halloween and Christmas, I can have this thing themed to those holidays and have cool displays of animations and stuff that people made for the holidays. I could have had it for 4th of July too, if I had this set up at that point, but I didn't have it, right? So it's really neat, and it's meant to be kind of a slideshow, okay? It's really not more than that, and that's where really I was misunderstanding its use. I thought it would actually be able to have like scrolling text and all kinds of stuff. Not really, okay? But I'm definitely excited to use this thing. Last night when I first got it, I used it with an app that basically showed your YouTube stats, and it was showing stats for DSP Gaming, excuse me, a DSP Reacts and DSP Throwback, my 3 channels. So that was really neat to have it show that. But I really want it to be pertinent to the show that I'm doing. For example, today, when we play Black Myth Wukong, I am going to have it show this. Hold on, because it's going to cycle through. I think. There we go. See that? Black Myth Wukong. It's pixelated and you can't really read the text, but that's what it says, Black Myth Wukong. And you can basically alternate between different frames. So it could be me, it could be the games that I'm playing, alternated in the frame, which is pretty cool. Okay? And so I can have it themed, see? I can have it themed to each game that I play. How cool is that? Now, how does it work? You basically have to get a bunch of shit in your phone. Like, it's really meant to be a phone-based thing. I know that sounds weird, but it is. It's meant to be like a phone-based application. You have to take pictures of what you want. So last night I was screen capping Black Myth Wukong logos and art to put it in here so that I could have a Black Myth Wukong themed thing running when I'm playing Black Myth Wukong. And it's good. I mean, it's not perfect for sure. There's limitations, and I wish that it was a little bit better, especially for the price, because it's actually over $100. But for what it is, it's pretty neat, I feel. I'm still messing with stuff. Like, for example, I'm trying to mess with this white balance. It still looks to me like it's way too blue. And I feel like if I remove more blue... See, I removed more blue, and now it actually looks even better, doesn't it? I think it's just... It overexposes with blue way too... Oh my god, it looks way better. I removed a ton of the blue, and every time I do, it looks better. Look at that. So if I keep tweaking it, all right, little tweaks here or there, it's going to look better and better. And I'm going to add more stuff to it. This is just the base thing for now, but I will mess with it and try to do different setups for different games and different situations and things. And it should pop and look better over time. And for holidays, I'll have it themed. So it's going to be a part of the background. Now, every month? Yeah, probably. I mean, it was expensive. I'd like to use it every month if I can. So we'll see. All right, we'll see how, how much application it has and how much you guys like it. If you guys have suggestions of stuff I could put on it, let me know. But here's how kind of silly it is. Let's say, for example, I wanted to, let's say I wanted to do, a big, like, today is Wednesday, blah, 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 blah. I could do that. I have to type it in another app and take a screen capture of it on my phone and then import it as a picture, and then it works. It's not like I could just type it in there. It doesn't really work like that. It has the application to do, I got to change it back to the podcast. It does have the application to do text, and it's not very good. That's really not how it was intended to ever be used. So, all right, so let's go back to the podcast. There we go. This is the podcast playlist for it. Cool. All right. So, good stuff there, right? A good new addition to the streams. By the way, as I promised you guys, I will shout out contributions as they come in. We are now at 9 straight streams where I've crushed all of my goals. 9 straight streams where I've hit every single funding goal, guys. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. If we keep Dark Side still here. The only detractor channel that I watch is Duty Streams.